buzzwords in their reports to frame themselves as heroes, or as the hero, and the suspect who might have been injured or killed as the
fucking
aggressor.
Cop no ain't no hero.
Those
real hero is a fucking paramedic or firefighter. Those are real heroes.
Words like resist, overcome, vigorous, violent, subdue, fear, and attack, Nolan said, even if they were exaggerations.
Wow.
Interesting. Those are good words to them.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, he didn't use like words like facetious or something like that. He's vigorous. Oh my God.
Yep. Insidious, yo.
The Fruit Loops video was vigorous. Nolan, who's an assistant,
to protect the citizens, right? They're trained to attack the citizens they're sworn to protect.
Yes.
They're trained,
we're livestock.
Yes, we are peasants. We are plebs.
Livestock. Nolan, who is an assistant professor of sociology at Emmanuel College, admits he used to believe that what he was doing was right. He's coming clean now and acknowledges the practice of carefully crafting police reports to paint the officer as a hero and the suspect as a villain is deceptive at best, he told The Insider. I thought these cops were out there doing the right thing and catching bad guys, and oftentimes did it in ways that might not pass legal muster. And I got them over the hurdle. I thought that that was something that was my contribution.
He is lying.
My necessary contribution.
He is lying. When he says he crafted them to do reports with buzzwords, if it's the same guy, he's outright lying. He was very aware of what he was doing, who he was respecting, if it's the same cat.
He's embellishing. Yep. What do you mean? Lying. Such a strong word.
He's doing the same thing now that he did then.
Yes, buzzwords.
He just doesn't want to get caught for what he did.
Yes.
That's all this is.
Clearing himself at the end of giving the truth, he's saying some dumb shit to clear himself.
Right, you want to be the first one to tell Mummy that you guys all ate all the cookies, so you get in less trouble.
That's right. Yep, exactly.
In the past, it was easy to get away with abuses of power perpetrated by rogue, even criminal cops, but there was no proof to the lies they would detail in their police reports. With nearly everyone now carrying around a high-definition video cameras in their pocket or built into their vehicles, lying on the police reports is quite difficult to get away with, but still happens. What we've seen unfold over the years since videos have become
that's why
everyday
cops,
ubiquitous.
That's why I have the time. Cops hate when you get your camera out and start filming and shit like that.
Is that there's pretty solid evidence
because they don't want to get caught with their bullshit and their tactics.
Characterized incidents they're involved in.
They figure you don't film on that because fucking video cameras are wide.
The recordings give substance to the skepticism that many people now have about the police and their version of events.
Most police are good officers. It's just a few bad apples, bro. So I ain't gonna do that. We're gonna have to agree to disagree on that one, bro. Ted, you'd agree it's just a couple bad apples. Most police.
I say 80% of police are bad.
I say 100%.
No, I'm saying that there's probably a few towns, places where there's some good cops.
What's up, man?
No, brother, because that good cop, you think that's see his partner do some bad shit and shut up. And it does that makes him a bad cop. There's impossible.
Fair enough. You'll have to pause. You'll have to pause because Joe Cool has to talk to somebody. Just hold on, Quentin. We'll talk about this for a minute more. Pierre, what percentage of the police do you believe? Sorry, I'll try to switch your name, but you guys know how.
Joe's talking weed here, trying to get the hook up.
What percentage of the police do you believe are bad?
I will say 90.
He said, "What you got, homie? You got a dumb egg for me? You got a dumb egg? Little blunt? I'll take 2 dumb eggs. 3 for 25? 3 for 25 roams? Yeah. 3 dumb eggs for 25. Yeah."
So, isn't that
Joe Cool got a connection?
Does it matter what part of the country you're in?
I think it matters more what color you are, but yeah. Yes to both.
I didn't hear none of what you guys were talking about.
Well, we're saying the percentage of police that are bad. How about you? What percentage of the police?
Well, now,
do you
Joe, who
believe
gets
are bad?
the money to pay his cell phone bill? $30 phone bill.
He said
$30 a
75.
month.
Pierre
That's what
said
Sweet
90.
Sugar
Quentin
said.
said 100. I said 80. What do you say?
Yeah.
I say there are no good and no bad. There are no absolutes. All of us are good. All of us are bad. That would have to apply to cops as well.
You sitting on a fucking fence I've ever seen in my fucking life with that fucking answer. Fence
then
sitting
Bones
Joe.
said, "Does it depend on what city you're in?" And I said,
No,
"Go ahead."
No. Let's go in on what Bones said for a second. You know, there's a logic behind that. This so-called good cop. If he, saved the kid from an abandoned building, does all these great things, and he has to look away on the report here and there, is he still a good cop? If he doesn't go after his own with the same vigor that he goes after us,
if it's hurting somebody else to look the other way, no, he's not a good cop.
But then we can agree that all cops let their own slide, yeah?
Well, no, because you said there's no absolute.
If you work at a bank, and you only steal money sometimes, you're still a thief.
And you're right too at that.
So how can you say 80%, Tenth man? How do you get 80% to 100%?
Because I believe that
yours should be 99.999.
Because I believe that there probably are some places where the cops aren't that bad. But it's just because I have this weird idea that
Mayberry.
I don't know. I think that there's more people out there like me, but there's not, I guess.
Hey, Joe, I wasn't giving you a shit on the answer. I was giving you shit for sitting on the fence. That's all.
Danny was it. It's a loaded question because there isn't good and bad cops. There are three kinds of cops: the ones that do bad, the ones that watch them do bad, and there are really good ones that don't do bad and bust the bad ones.
Right? Did you hear that question?
No.
Shelley says, "What constitutes bad?"
Not where I am. All right, I'm gonna tell you guys something.
Joe was worse than no name at making simple conversations to huge problems that can't be solved or finding the end of them.
Well, because I may have gone somewhere where you have to go through a checkpoint and metal detectors and stuff like that today. And
is that DTL?
X-ray, and I may have had over a gram of weed wrapped up in saran wrap in the bag. And I was wondering why they put my bag through a second time. They did, and they just.
So is a cop bad if they perform one bad act?
I'm in the bed now.
Yes.
Oh well.
I sit up on the thing to go through the X-ray. I got fucking brass knuckles, a knife, and weed in my cigar box. And then I set the weed up. And I'm like, no way you hold this for me right there. Like, sir, you never get those items back if we get them.
Exactly.
Then I go back to the car. Then I say, take two. I was thinking about, do I put that in the fucking bed? You know what that is?
Yeah, the pink handcuffs they got, didn't they?
Yeah, no, emo got those. So do you guys remember a few months ago, we watched this video where the cop pulled over the kid that was out with his daughter. We're going to watch a little bit of it.
Yeah.
Well, now we'll make some shit up cop not charged for kidnapping and framing his daughter's boyfriend.
What the hell?
Wow.
Right? So in Lorain, Ohio, an abusive power tripping cop was fired after
that's unfair poll to take. Good cop, bad cop, we thought being more specific.
Daughter and her boyfriend
no, Shelley, but a cop is bad when they see their colleagues do bad things and don't see something.
An innocent teen and illegally detaining two innocent people. But the abusive cop was also caught.
The one bad act could cause someone to spend years in prison, Shelley.
Stop.
And you can't play the bit, huh?
No, we're gonna. If it's in here, is it in here?
Oh, I don't know.
I can probably find it. Yeah, it's in here. I'm just reading a bit of the story so people get. This is the updated story, right? On April 16th, 2018, Lorain police officer John Korvac I guess that's how you pronounce it. Junior pulled his daughter's boyfriend over, Mackie Coleman, without cause and broke a slew of laws in the process. 3 years later, this cop is yet to face any repercussions other than being fired from the department. Last June, FBI and U.S. Attorney Office determined that Korvac's action, I think, in April 2018 did not rise to the level of federal rights civil violation. That's absolutely absurd. Last June, the incident was more of an internal matter, the FBI spokeswoman Vicki Anderson said. So just everybody, when we watch the video here in a minute, just remember that this is just an
how many chickens does a cop have to ride for $1 for a single dollar?
It's fine. Now, if this kid had resisted, he's allowed to murder you, but that's just an internal matter.
That's right.
According to Safety Service Director Dan Given, Police Chief Sel Rivera, and other command officers, Kovac violated a slew of department's policies during the stop, including unlawfully using police resources to track down his daughter's IP address on her phone and geolocate it. These actions are not acceptable for members of our police department, and we felt it warranted immediate dismissal. I don't know how. It's no charges. That's fucked.
No crime though.
But you smoking weed's a crime. But him actually being an armed assailant, kidnapping people, that's not a crime. Let's watch the video. It's an internal matter, everybody. See, the YouTube videos don't fuck up as bad as these other random videos. Not going to watch the whole thing just so everybody can remember this. See, we're going to make shit up as we go.
Hey, guns, knives, weed on you?
And you know this is all about that his daughter's Blake dating a black guy, right?
Yeah, I'm sure.
That's what this is.
So I can do something to you, even more.
Hey, this? Why don't you get smart so I can do something to you even more? He's literally threatening. He wants to hurt this kid.
Threatening him. Oh my God.
He wants to harm this child, and he's committed no crime. This is an internal matter.
I'm playing with you. Have a seat.
If any time here he resists, that cop's allowed to murder him.
34 Ashland. I tell you get out of the car? Did I tell you get out of the car?
Other road that flows 12. Males advising a white female on a blue Jeep, throwing them with a gun. She's in a Ford.
Stallbird Josiah says, "There's no video. His daughter was in the car. She was on it." Shut the fuck up. Stallbird Josiah. Go back to fucking Discord with the UPK.
Ignoring the calls, some about she's done some about a shot, and he's
another Discord flunky.
This young man fucking with it.
And look what we got here. I could be Michael,
it would never happen if
an ex-deputy sheriff himself.
Guaranteed.
It wouldn't be.
Wait a minute on that. Stop. Pause it for a second.
Bones says, "Shelly, bunch of heart."
I don't know.
He says, "Hey, Bones."
We don't know if color is a point here. The guy's obviously nuts and he abused his powers. But what if the girl's like 15? She's not answering the phone. She's not. I mean, the father's going to go out looking for her.
It's a boyfriend.
Well, do we know all that for sure? Do we know?
And we know.
Does he?
And we know.
What do we know?
And we know they're over 18.
Oh well, then there's nothing the guy could do. I mean, if they're over 18, just you hope you raise your kid right and then make good decisions.
You damn right. Even at fucking 17, you better be the fuck go.
Sure. Or they're not going to be in your life.
This is a modern Mississippi burning. What we're watching right now.
Wow!
I bet that cop probably had thoughts about lynching that kid.
Sorry, but that's what I see. And if anybody wants to say different, they can. But I don't think so.
I know my daughter's in your house. Yeah. Or is your ma there?
We'll double check and make sure she has that 1015.
He doesn't know it yet. His daughter's in the back seat.
We're gonna need a birthday for her.
They're saying that